topic and you only remember the first.
Mike Modano is the second most marketable player in the NHL in 2011. My first thought was, dude, what? Is this 1999? He's not playing for the Dallas Stars. He did not just win a Stanley Cup. What? I don't understand.
You want my Mike Modano news now?
No, I'd like your insight on why Mike Modano could be the second most marketable player in the NHL.
Because he's the highest scoring American-born player ever.
Ever?
Ever.
He's also been irrelevant for a long time.
A couple of years.
Still a long time.
I know.
He's injured as
no,
all hell.
I don't agree with that.
He's old. He's a waste of cap space. He's old Yeller. Put him down. I respect the guy. I respect him enough to put him down.
Yeah.
Beige. So angry. Do you want to explain the game or should I? And for those who play the other game, y'all just lost the game.
Fuck, I lost the game. This is cussing is awesome.
I know.
Anyway.
Show's gonna be half beeped.
The color game. Anytime anyone burps, everyone must shout a color. The last person to shout a color, or anyone who doesn't shout a color, or anyone who repeats a color, must make a very audible sex noise. Now you know the color game.
Yes.
Back to Mike Modano.
Also, y'all are invited to play along at home.
Excellent.
People will be watching YouTube videos. Jimmy, what are you doing? Nothing. You're watching porn again, aren't you? No, I'm watching sports podcast. Whatever, Jimmy. Dropped your pen.
I know.
You need to pick it up?
In a minute.
Okay.
So here's my Mike Modano news. Not playing in Detroit next season.
Good.
Kenny Holland is not going
Get
to
him
offer
outta
him a
here.
contract. Detroit Red Wings have 10 forwards under contract for next season and have penciled Jan Murzak to come up from the minors.
Who's got MRSA now?
Murzak?
Oh. But you said MRSA, that like weird infection disease.
Yep, they're bringing a disease up from the minors. No,
they brought.
Call that Erickson.
He is a disease. He's the cancer that's killing the team. I hate everything. Nothing is good anymore.
No more Mike Modano.
Good. More cap space we can use on Shane Rubber.
Shane Rubber?
That is
Shea
his-
Weber.
His new name is Shane Rubber. Oh, now I'm doing it with my plastic glass now.
Son of a bitch.
I know. I'm gonna get stabbed. One of our like
He's gonna follow you.
one of our 7 viewers is gonna come over here one day and just stab me in the middle of taping.
Absolutely.
We'll have it on film. Sell it as a snuff film.
I agree.
So what else you got?
Stanley Cup Finals news.
Stanley Cup Finals news. How about those Boston Bruins?
So how about those Boston Bruins? Games 3 and 4. Boston turned the tide so much in their favor, I don't think Vancouver's going to show up anymore. Just they're staying in their hotel.
They're just gonna stay
They're,
there.
they're going home. They're going to
just
go
gonna
golfing.
cry.
They're just going to go golfing. For those who don't know, in Game 3, Boston won 8-1.
Luongo's a bitch.
Luongo let in 5. Was offered the chance to not play the rest of the game, and he said, "No, I'm going to play. I'm going to finish the job." Let in 3 more goals in about 2.5 minutes.
On 3 shots.
Yeah. 3 goals on 3 shots.
Garbage. Sell the team.
And then
Sell Vancouver.
Game 4, Boston shut out Vancouver 4-0. Luongo again let in all 4 goals, and then was finally replaced by Corey Schneider.
Who?
Their backup goalie. He's pretty young. He actually is expected to be pretty good at some point.
A lot of people are expected to be pretty good at
Well, he didn't let in any goals in.
How long did he play?
I think most of the 3rd period.
Okay. Boston was probably going easy on him.
Probably.
Now, what about that, I can't remember his name to save my life.
Timmy Thomas.
No. That guy who got hit open ice. Really?
Horton.
Tim Horton.
Yes.
Yes. The donut man.
Yes. He's out for the rest of the series with an injury. And the guy who hit him was suspended for the rest of the series.
Oh, they actually got...
He was actually suspended for 4 games because that's how many games there were left in the series. If the series ends before Those 4 games are up. It'll continue over next season.
Really? Fantabulous. What's your opinion on that hit? Everything justified?
I wouldn't have given them 4 games.
How many games would you have given him?
1. You see, the thing I don't like about the NHL when it comes to suspensions is they tend to base their suspensions on how long the player is injured. Now, I mean, at first glance, that sounds like a great idea. You know, he's injured for a year, you're gone for a year. He's injured for a week, you're gone for a week. But let's say the guy who's injured has just weaker bones. If you hit one guy and he happens to break his jaw and he's out for 3 weeks, are you going to be out for 3 weeks when you hit that same exact hit on someone else? Guy gets right back up. So because a guy has brittle bones, he's going to get...
I think it should be more of a case-by-case basis.
That's what I think.
See, now, one eyesight, and I'm eating crow because of it. When Todd Bertuzzi went ape shit on that kid,
Yeah.
and, like, what did he do, like, cripple him or something?
Yeah, he doesn't play hockey anymore. Has never played hockey again.
I don't think Bertuzzi should be playing hockey because of that.
Yeah.
I mean, I love him as a Red Wing, don't get me wrong. He's a valuable player. It was the dirtiest hit I've ever seen.
He was suspended for well over a year.
I mean, that's dirtier than the Lemieux hit.
Yeah.
I mean, look, that was dirty. I mean, you're talking just a pile of mud
Yeah.
and 2 naughty girls wrestling. That's dirty.
Yes.
But, I mean, that Bertuzzi was brutal. Which would give me a creepy stare for. You're thinking of me sucking Kenny Holland's dick, aren't you?
No.
Wow!
Alright.
This is no longer a PG-13 rated broadcast.
Nope.
It's now triple X. Let's take our pants off.
I'm going to keep my pants on, folks. Do we have any other news? You got any topics you want to bring up?
Terrell Pryor's decision to not play football next year on the collegiate level.
I don't blame him. Regardless of whether it was his fault or not, why play college if you can't even go to a bowl game?
The only reason I wouldn't if I were him, and then again, my motives are different than his. You stay in college that year, you get your degree, in case that whole football thing doesn't work out.
Do you think the football thing won't work out?
I
haven't been following,
I don't think Terrell Pryor has the ability to be an all-star NFL quarterback. I think he could be a very reliable second or third string.
Yeah.
But his tendency to run and his mobility will be his downfall in the pros. Because a mobile quarterback is something you've got to base an entire offense around. In the case of like Donovan McNabb, old school Culpepper, and Michael Vick, all very mobile quarterbacks. In college, you can get away with it because it's a different game.
Yeah.
You can run an option, you can run a spread, you can effectively run a wildcat offense. Not in the pros. Because, I mean, in college, well, I go to school and I have a job and I work out and play football.
Yeah.
In the pros, it's I work out and play football. What else do you do? I pick things up and put things down. That's all they do is work out. And then once a week they play football for 16 weeks a year.
Now, I don't know how this works, but with the draft already passed and his decision not to play for Ohio State next year, does he become a free agent?
No, there will be a supplemental draft.
Okay.
Like when the NHL had supplemental drafts for the expansion teams,
Mm-hmm.
they will have another draft if they don't end the lockout very soon.
Okay.
Which I doubt they will. And there's also talk about ending the lockout and having an 8-game season, which is dumb.
I mean, if it's
dumb.
I'd rather have an 8-game season than a no-game season.
That's... I mean,
Like the 90...
Football entertains me, but an 8-game... What can you accomplish in 8 games?
I don't know. I'll watch football.
You better start, city boy!
I'm gonna be this fall.
Yes.
Mark my words, this fall I will start watching football.
And you will learn from the master.
Possibly. You don't even know who Reggie Bush played for last week.
Shut up! He's out of my